Hey there. So, I feel like it's Animal Week. Last week we talked about sharks and goldfish, and this week I want to talk about vultures and hummingbirds. So, think about this for a second. A vulture flies over the landscape, and it's basically looking for dead carcasses, right? It's looking for dead animals to eat so it can sustain itself. And hummingbirds, they fly around and they're looking for beautiful flowers so they can get inside and, suck out the nectar to sustain themselves, right? So, vultures fly over beautiful flowers all the time, and hummingbirds fly over dead carcasses all the time. But it's what they look for and it's what they choose to go for that dictates what they're going to get, right? So a vulture's always going after like dingy, dark, depressing things, and hummingbirds are always going after beautiful things. So think about that how it relates in life, right? It's all about perspective. If our situations in life, there's always two sides. Life is not easy. We all know that. And situations are going to arise in life that we have to deal with. And every situation is going to have, side A and side B. And one's usually going to be a really good side, and one's going to be a side that we don't want to really deal with, right? But it's all how we look at the perspective. It's all how we look at that situation. If we choose to look for the beauty in it and the abundance in it and, what we could be grateful for, then we're going to be optimistic about that situation and we're going to have a good outcome. But if we're only looking for the negative in that situation and we're looking at the other side and how that looks, we're always going to be sad and depressed and bummed. So, would you rather be a vulture or would you rather be a hummingbird? I know I'd rather be a hummingbird. I know things aren't always perfect and situations, arise that can really derail us and, cause us some issues. But if we could just take a step back and look at that situation and see, hey, what's the lesson here? What can I learn from this? And how can I look at this differently so I'm not impacted in such a negative way? There really is always a way to look at things differently. And there really is always a way to feel better about the situation so it doesn't take over you. It doesn't take hold of you and bring such negative energy into your life. You really do have control over that. The situation is defined by how you respond to it. So just like the vulture who's always going after the negative, dead bodies and dark, dingy kind of things, be like the hummingbird who sees the beauty and only goes after the beauty. Because if you're willing to look at life that way, it's going to come back to you that way. You're going to be a much happier person, a much better grounded person, and you're just going to have more joy in your life. It's really that simple. Hope you guys have a great day.